Yo, what is going on, everybody? Josh 3 Arch the Archer. So a few videos ago, I talked about how I thought Cam Reddish would be potentially getting traded to the Philadelphia 76ers via a Ben Simmons trade. But now we have found out this morning that the Atlanta Hawks have traded Cam Reddish to the Knicks essentially for Kevin Knox. I really feel like the Atlanta Hawks got fleeced in this entire trade. Here's the full trade recap right here. The Knicks get Cam Reddish, Solomon Hill, second round pick. Pretty solid. That second round pick could be something good in the future. Cam Reddish, pretty good. Solomon Hill. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I do know who Solomon Hill is just for the fact that I played NBA Live and Solomon Hills is like always a player that I've seen in one of my lineups. But anyways, the Hawks get Kevin Knox and a first round pick. Now, here's the thing. I was a person that I was really high on Kevin Knox. I saw him play a lot in the Knicks earlier in his career where he showed really growth and potential on that Knicks team. He would have games that he would score close to 30 points and he looked really solid. My closest comparing to Kevin Knox earlier in the days was like closer to like Kevin Durant, but later on in his career, he just started playing trash. I don't really know what happened to him. He never really looked the same anymore. So that's why I'm saying this deal right here is just really trash. Cam Reddish is a person that I think is a really solid player. He just hasn't been getting that much minutes on the Atlanta Hawks team. Everyone knows Cam Reddish is good. You watch Duke all the time. You watch him play with RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson. You know Cam Reddish is a real deal type of player. On the Atlanta Hawks, he played in the playoffs versus the Milwaukee Bucks and he showed his potential. He had like a lot of threes in one of those games versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I do remember that. On the other hand, Kevin Knox, I don't know, like he's not in it for me. I don't know, this deal is just really low for the Atlanta Hawks to do, and especially for the fact that it is not that close to the trade deadline. We'd have found out via a report from Jake L. Fisher that the Atlanta Hawks are open for business. Everyone but Trae Young and Clint Capella are available, one assistant general manager told them. So that could mean that the Atlanta Hawks did this trade because they're preparing for another major thing to happen, and that's pretty interesting. That's basically saying even John Collins is available, and we did see the rumors that saying that maybe Ben Simmons could be heading to the Hawks via like a Ben Simmons John Collins trade. So that's really interesting to keep in mind that, you know, it could mean that the Atlanta Hawks are preparing for something big, so they don't really care that Cam Reddish gets traded to the New York Knicks. If the Atlanta Hawks somehow get a really major player and they lose out on Cam Reddish, then there's nothing really to worry about. You Atlanta Hawks fans, like Cam Reddish is a really good player, but if they can get a really good player, it's not a big of a deal. There also is another thing here saying, according to the Athletic, the Lakers reportedly offered 2 second-round picks to Atlanta for Cam Reddish. That's interesting as well. That's showing that the Los Angeles Lakers are looking for other players out there, especially young players like Cam Reddish. That's pretty interesting. It's shown that the Lakers are pretty active. They probably want to trade some of the players on the team because right now I would say the Lakers are underperforming. 2 second-round picks though, like what? Did you not watch Cam Reddish play? Like, I just feel like that's kind of stupid. Him going to the Knicks for that made no sense to me. I just feel like Cam Reddish is too good of a player for that deal to even happen. Let's really talk about Cam Reddish's fit on the New York Knicks. I feel like this is a good fit to happen because you got RJ Barrett and now Cam Reddish. They're both gonna have chemistry right off the bat. They played in Duke together. Cam Reddish is probably gonna come off the bench, I'm guessing, but that's okay because in the future I think he's definitely gonna start for this team. I think he's gonna get a pretty solid role on that New York Knicks team. Pretty good trade for the New York Knicks, not for the Atlanta Hawks. I feel like this is a really bad trade, but like I said, something big could potentially be happening for that. In other news, that Bobo trade, it got voided because of something that the Detroit Pistons saw in Bobo's physical. That trade won't be happening anymore as far as I know. I'm not too sure on the full details, but Bobo is not heading to the Detroit Pistons as of now. Things could change. Bobo actually did like deactivate his Twitter account because he's probably pissed off. Like he wanted to go to the Detroit Pistons and it didn't happen. I will update you guys on anything that happens with that Bobo trade, but that is going to wrap up things for this video. I wanted to quickly talk about this Cam Reddish to the New York Knicks trade. I think this is a really good trade for the New York Knicks to go the way and get Cam Reddish, who's a player that I think would instantly get so much offers from this year's trade deadline. The best offer was the New York Knicks in this situation. With that being said though, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below what you think about this trade. Josh 3 Arch, the Archer, and I am out.